Hey, this is Cyndy G, and in this video we are going to assemble the Jack envelope box card. I don't have my panels on this done yet, so you'll have to bear with me while I go ahead and usually I do have those done, so I'm sorry. I do like to use my table to make sure, especially with the box cards, that the bottoms are level, because it won't stand up properly for you if you don't have your bottoms level. So I have already put the two pieces together here for my sentiment for the back, and I will go ahead and show you how to assemble this flower piece. It's pretty repetitive, so I didn't think you needed to watch me do it 3 times. And it's, just layering these pieces on top of each other. So there we are. That's how you do that. This one is actually for the jack-o'-lantern. So I'm going to bring this one in. And I'm just going to add some dots of glue around that, and then just put that right there in the corner. I thought that added a nice touch for the sentiment. Since it doesn't do anything for the front of your card, if you wanted to eliminate that, you certainly could. And if you felt like you needed more space for writing, you could use the liner from the inside, cut 2 of them and put one on the back, and that'd give you a lot more space for writing if you want more than just this little space. This card is a 5x7. It's a little bit short of a 7. Because I only have 1 insert in this card. Because it's only 1 insert, it'll assemble that much quicker. Really making a mess with glue tonight. Now this is the piece that makes it look like a real envelope, and it just goes on here. You line it up to the bottom, and it goes side to side. There we are. And then the last panel. Okay, so there, oh, now let's flip it over, and then this liner goes inside. We'll just set that aside and work on the insert. So I've already done the flower. And here's his hat. And I'm going to use a foam dot to raise up this flower. Use a little tad of glue to hold this on better. Oops, sticking to my finger. I probably should have waited to do that because I am going to use some foam. Maybe I'll put that on my hat on this. Just want to make sure it's not hanging over the edges. That one's not in the way. There we are. That's cute. Trying to decide if I want to pop this up as well. I want to make sure there's enough character and dimension since it only has one insert. So I think I will pop this up. And then just line that up. And fold it on the score lines. Now before I insert it, I am going to work on this flower. And I've got my, and I'm just going to, my dauber, and I'm just going to hit the edges of the leaf. I don't want to do it over my mat because my foam pad is shedding. So I like to do it over my trash can. I'm going to do the same thing to the orange flower. So I think that I am going to add some foam tape to my flower. So I'm going to put the pieces on here first, and then this is going on the front of the card, like so. So I think that I will need a pair of scissors. See this one a little bit. Bummer. Okay. I don't want my glue bottle to get clogged. Okay. There we are. Then I'm also going to pop up Is that too big? Nope. That works. There. Okay. Now, for our insert, I folded the tabs down. Now we're going to do them straight out. I'm going to set it in here in the card. I'm going to fold the card down on top of it. Don't use too much glue. You don't want to glue your card shut. And I'm going to put glue on this other tab. And I'm going to bring this over and glue this down in place. And then before I start folding it back and forth, I'm going to add glue to this tab to close it up. Fold it back and forth, hoping I'm not gluing it shut. And there is my jack-o'-lantern envelope box card. Thank you for joining me.